Hello students, let's continue our chapter 7 from the supplementary reading. The other day we saw part 1, that is, little bit of that lesson we have finished, and in that we saw that Johnsy and Sue are the best friends. They share the same flat. Both of them are the young artists, and among them Johnsy is sick. Johnsy refuses to eat, and doctor says her condition is getting worse, as if she has determined not to get well. Sue is worried about her condition, and one day Sue sees that Johnsy is looking out of the window at the leaves and counting the views backwards, saying 12, 11, 10, 9, and says that when the last leaf falls, she will die. We are going to now see in the part 2, that is a continuation of the lesson, whether Johnsy dies. Does the leaf fall? So please open your textbook and be with me, students. Try to sleep, said Sue. I have to paint an old miner. I will call Behram up to be my model. So Sue is telling Johnsy to sleep, and she decides to call Behram. The other day we have seen earlier. Sue rushed down. Behram lived on the ground floor. He was a 60-year-old painter. His lifelong dream was to paint a masterpiece, but that had remained a dream. So Behram, who was a painter who was staying just on the ground floor of their building, and he was already 60-year-old, he had decided, or he had a dream, to paint a masterpiece. But that dream remains a dream. She poured out her worries. Who is she? That is Sue. She told him how Johnsy was convinced that she would die when the last leaf fell. So Sue talks to Behram about Johnsy and how she decides, how she thinks when the last leaf falls, she will die. Is she stupid? Asked Behram. How can she be so foolish? She is running a high temperature, complained Sue. She refuses to eat or drink, and that worries me a lot. So what she says? Sue says that she is having a temperature, high temperature, and she does not eat, she refuses to eat or to drink, and that is what is worrying me. If she really dies, then I will come with you to see Johnsy, Behram said. So Behram says, I'll come with you to see Johnsy and her condition. They tiptoed into the room. Johnsy was sleeping. Sue drew the curtains together and they went to the next room. So what happened? They tiptoed into the room, meaning they entered the room quietly. Johnsy was sleeping. Sue drew the curtains together and they went to the next room. So after drawing the curtains, they went to the another room. She peeped out through the window. She looked out, she peeped out to the window, and then what she did? She peeped out to the window for what? To see whether the leaf is there on the creeper or no. There was only one leaf on the creeper. It was raining heavily and icy cold wind was blowing. So the leaf was still there on the creeper. It was very cold wind was blowing, and she just sees still the heavy rain is there. It seemed as though the leaf would fall any minute now, and it was dangerous, like the leaf falls, and if Johnsy sees, she will say now, she would be giving her hope. She would say that I am going to die. So but Sue makes sure that the leaf is still there. Behram did not say a word. He went back to his room. Without saying a word, Behram goes back to his room. He also sees that the leaf is still there. Johnsy woke up next morning. In feeble voice, she asked Sue to draw the curtains. So she's asking in a weak voice. She's very weak because she's not eating. She's telling Sue to open the curtains, to draw the curtains. Sue was nervous. She drew back the curtains very reluctantly. Sue was not happy to draw the curtain. She was reluctant, but still she draws the curtain to see whether the leaf is there or no. Oh, she exclaimed as she looked at the vine creeper, and she was happy when Sue saw, when she looked at the vine creeper, she was happy. Students, why she must be happy? Let's see. Look, there is still one leaf. Why she was happy? Because still there was one leaf on the creeper, and so Sue was happy. It looks quite green and healthy. In spite of the storm and the fierce winds, it didn't fall. So both of them are happy. In spite of this strong wind, fierce wind, it did not fall. I heard the wind last night, said Johnsy. I thought it would have fallen. It will surely fall today. Then I will die. So what Johnsy says, I heard the wind last night and I thought it would have fallen. I am sure it will surely fall and then I would die. You won't die, said Sue energetically. You have to live for your friends. What would happen to me if you die? So Sue is saying, you are not going to die and you have to live for me, and what will happen to me if you die? Johnsy smiled weakly and closed her eyes. After every hour or so, she would look out of the window and find the leaf still there. It seemed to be clinging to the creeper. Johnsy was happy to see. She would smile, though she had no strength enough. Close her eyes and she would say, oh, it seems it is going to cling over there to the creeper. In the evening, there was another storm, but the leaf did not fall. Johnsy lay for a long time looking at the leaf. Then she called out to Sue. So she looks at the window and then later on she calls the Sue. For what? What she says? I have been a bad girl. You have looked after me so lovingly and I have not cooperated with you. I have been dressed and gloomy. I have been depressed and gloomy. The last leaf has shown me how wicked I have been. I have realized that it is a sin to want to die. So what Johnsy is saying, I have been a bad girl. You have cooperated me so well, but still I have been depressed and gloomy. I have been very sad and been thinking that I have been wicked, and I have been thinking that this leaf is going to fall and then I will die. Thinking of that also is a sin. It is a sin to want to die. Students, we will stop over here. We will see the next part tomorrow. Have a good day.